Well, good morning, everyone. At least good morning for the Europeans. Can you all hear me? Great, great. So, yeah, good morning here for the Europeans, maybe good afternoon for our friends in Asia, and good evening for people even further east. My name is Uta, and I'm very honored to present the yoga today here at the Bridge to the Diamond Way number 5. So here we are at the door of the Diamond Way. And I was debating which style of yoga to offer to you. And even though Lydia taught this beautiful Lady Niguma class yesterday, I decided to teach another Lady Niguma class for the simple reason that Lady Niguma is the most systematic practice that focuses on our inner body, on the subtle reality of our body, not just the outer body, not just, the flexibility of our spine, the strength of our muscles, and the health of our body. Lady Niguma focuses on channels and energies that run in the channels. And we cannot practice this enough because this subtle reality is actually the reality that makes everything, our body and our world beyond. So I decided, let's do another Lady Niguma. And I would like to show what I always show. Those of you who know me, you know that, I don't leave home without this thing. This is and let me turn it around for your sake. This is the inner reality of our channels. There is this beautiful, glistening golden channel in the center. And this is actually the channel where we would like to bring all the energy and free our inner light. But the trouble is that there are 2 more channels. Well, really, there are thousands more channels, but in order to make it simple for you and to explain it easily, there are 2 more channels that choke the central channel and therefore choke the energy from flowing freely. Now, this is on the left side. No, on the left side, I want to do it for you. So on the left side, that is the white channel, the Ida. And when energy flows in this channel, we have the misunderstanding that when we want things, we just have to grasp harder. Completely wrong. Most of you know that we have to give more, and then we get what we want. On the other side, there is the Pingala, the red channel. And when there is too much energy here in that red channel, our thoughts tend to want to push things away that we don't like, not realizing that we put these things there in the first place. And it's just by looking at the cause carefully that we will not have that irritation and anger in our lives. So the more energy flows in these side channels, the harder the knots close. And this is what we are counteracting with our practice. Very systematically, from the root chakra to the crown chakra, we are opening these knots with 4 different movements per chakra. And that is when we can then feel our energy flow in the central channel, which is when we will feel natural compassion and deep wisdom. And then we know what to do. And then we free this light and we automatically do the right thing. And isn't that why we so desperately want to reach the diamond way? Because we want to become an entirely different being, not one that is just more flexible and more strong, but one that can really be like a light being with a capacity of helping all living beings. So I think it's a good idea to practice Lady Niguma as often as possible. Don't you agree? Okay, wonderful. So we are going to, as I said, go through all the chakras, open the knots there, and I will actually explain while we are practicing. And I would like to ask you, just because it is an inner practice, please, more often than not, close your eyes and focus on the chakra that I'm telling you we're working on, okay? And breathe out and in of that chakra, because that is really the reality we're working on today. Of course, we will also be strong and flexible at the end, but let's focus on our inner body today and reach this complete transformation of our being. Okay? So, we are starting with a normal sun salutation. You don't have to focus on the inner body there. It is just to wake up and to stretch, loosen your body, and, be ready to totally enjoy this practice. So please come to stand at the top of your mat. And let me see. Yeah. Okay. So put your feet together. Lift your belly up, tailbone down, and hands to your side, and then palms facing back. And before we do, let's actually bring your hands to heart center. Because let's one more time focus on the fact that because we are undergoing this transformation, let's dedicate these efforts to as many beings as you can imagine. Ideally, countless beings. Wonderful. Bring your hands down. And then bring your palms back. Bring your arms overhead and come into a slight back bend. Bring your hands forward, bend your knees, clasp your hands, and come down with your knees bent. Deep exhale here. First, bending forward. You can actually shake your head. Yes and no. Bring your hands outside your feet and step your left foot all the way back onto your left knee into a nice stretch. Great. Hands outside your right foot and come into your most beautiful plank pose. Maybe rocking back and forth. See how strong your belly is. Wonderful. And knees, chest, chin. Coming into cobra pose. And into downward facing dog. Deep exhale. First downward facing dog of the day. You can pedal your feet out. And with your shoulder blades, push yourself back towards your legs. Very nice. Exhale. Look up. Bring your left foot in between your hands onto your right knee and come into a stretch of the groin here. Left foot into plank pose, knees, chest, chin. Come up. And step your left foot and your right foot forward. Look up and drape your torso over your knees. And then hands over your head, clasp. Bring your arms up and into a slight back bend. Hands to heart center. And let's continue. Bending backwards. Over your knees, clasp your hands. And now step your right foot back. Do your stretch. Left foot into plank pose. Show me your planks. Nice. And coming down, cobra pose. And downward facing dog. Exhaling here. Maybe pedal out your feet again. This is probably your first yoga practice this morning, right? Or during the day. So you want to really take your time to stretch. Step your right foot in between your hands. Deep stretch here. And step your left foot forward. Inhale and exhale your hands over your legs, over your head is what I meant. And coming back up. A beautiful back bend, heart to sky, hands in front of your heart. Okay, so let's do a second set. So we're really warmed up. We are bringing our palms back again. Slight back bend. Coming forward, clasping your hands over your head. And for those who have it available to them, straighten your legs. Not necessary, just a little extra variation. Hands outside your feet, left foot all the way back onto your knees. Optional is bringing the arms up. Hands outside your right foot. Beautiful plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Deep exhale here. Pick up your left foot in between your hands. Onto your right knee. Maybe arms up. And step your right foot next to your left. Inhale. Either you're bending your knees, arms overhead, or maybe straightening. Very good. And come up. Bending backwards. And last time, come forward. Hands overhead. Hands outside your feet. Step your right foot back. Maybe your hands up. Pause. Knees pressed in. Coming up. And downward facing dog. And holding here. 5 breaths. Deep out breaths. 5. Inhale. 4. Inhale. 5. 4. 3. Inhale. 2. Inhale. 1. Very nice. Come to child's pose and take a mini break here. Okay. And I hope you feel warmed up. Is that a thumbs up? Yeah? Okay, great. Thank you. Wonderful. So next, we are going to move to our first chakra, And that first chakra, the Muladhara chakra, is located at the above about like 2.5 centimeters above the perineum, so above your pelvic floor. So just when you sit here, just try to locate it. And if you try hard to locate it, you will locate it. Okay. So a little up from your pelvic floor. And for me, it's actually a little backwards. It's a little different for everyone. This is why you have to try to find your personal location of your chakra. So what we're going to do is we are going to apply pressure to that chakra to loosen the knot. First step. So stretch out your left leg, and then with your right heel, push against your perineum. You're not sitting on your heel, but you're pushing it against the perineum. If you can reach here, you can maybe use a little tennis ball or even a bigger ball, because the most important part is here the pressure. Okay? So reach for your shins and smile. When you have a straight, like a long back, then you will feel more pressure against that perineum. Okay. And let's maybe close our eyes. And do we feel our first chakra there, the first knot? Do we feel the pressure against it? Because we don't want a knot. We want free-flowing, golden, glistening energy that carries wisdom and that carries compassion. So then let's raise our arms and let's come even further forward for an intensified pressure against the perineum by putting the head on our knee. But if you can't, it doesn't matter. It's just about more pressure at the perineum. So exhaling here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last time. Exhale. And inhaling your arms up. And switching your legs. Right leg straight forward. And you can stay seated like this. I'm just showing it for your benefit like that. Okay? So now left heel in between your legs, pressing against your pelvic floor. And reaching for your shins. Again, I show you from the side. With your back long, you put more pressure, okay? So let's hold here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale your arms up. Reach for your toes if you can, and try to bring your forehead to your knee. You don't have to go all the way. That's just the idea. That's the goal in the long run, okay? More pressure with your left heel against the perineum. Exhale 2. Exhale 3. Exhale 4. Exhale 5. And coming up. Very good. Okay. So bring the soles of your feet together. And you might want to open your soles like a book, because what we want to do is now we want to stretch. We untwist it by putting pressure, the first chakra, and now we want to straighten and stretch the side channels. So let's do that. Sit up straight. And let's feel that we are stretching those side channels. Now let's come forward if you can with a long back. And again, it's very much about the stretching here. If you want to come all the way down with your head, you can, but you don't have to. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up. Very nice. Put your legs into Sukhasana. And now the energy is already flowing out of those side channels because we untwisted and we stretch. And that energy that's flowing out, we're pooling. And we're pooling this by contracting the area above the perineum a few times. So it's not about crunching the face. It's first an isolation of your first chakra. And there, if you have that, let's contract and release. Contract and release. Contract, release, contract, release. 2 more. Contract, release, contract, release. Very good. Okay. Now that pooled energy, we want to shoot up into the central channel. And therefore, we are going to do 3 small drops. We are falling onto our perineum by coming up like this. And 1, 2, 3. Deep exhales here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and second set, 3 small drops. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Third set. 1, 2, 3. And again, exhale deeply. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Okay, first chakra finished. Let's move on to the second chakra with a quick vinyasa. So come into your most beautiful plank pose. Knees, chest, chin, cobra pose, and downward facing dog. Exhale here. Again, beautiful stretch. Push your shoulder blades backwards, your hands forward, and pull your stomachs in. Beautiful. Then walk in between your feet, and let's lie down on our backs for the first untwisting of the second chakra, which is located inside of your spine, where the top of your tailbone is. Okay? So that's where we are thinking, maybe your eyes closed. And we are starting to bring our left leg up, put the left leg onto our right thigh. With the right hand, we are pulling, gently pulling over our knee to the right side and looking over our outstretched left hand, deeply untwisting that knot at the Swadhisthana chakra, the second chakra. Close your eyes and feel where that is. Support the untying of that knot, the unraveling of that blockage. Gentle breathing out of that top of your tailbone area. Gently bring your knee back up. Stretch your left leg into the air, lower down, and bring the right leg up. Put it over your left thigh. And now reach with your left hand, fold the knee over, and turn your head to the other side over your right outstretched hand. And bringing your attention again to your Swadhisthana chakra, to that knot at the top of your tailbone. And breathe out and in of there. Out and in. And at your own pace. Gently bring your right knee up. Stretch your leg into the air. Lower your right leg and come to sit. Okay. So I hope that untwisting felt really good because we rarely do this motion in our day-to-day lives. Okay. So now let's stretch that area. You know, we're working here. And with this stretch, we're breathing out and in from here. Okay. Yeah. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in, out and in. Very good. Reach your arms up and let's come into a full Janu Sirsasana. Again, if you do not bring your head to the knees exactly, doesn't matter. You are breathing here. Eyes are closed and fully focused on your inner body. Okay. Very nice. Slowly come up. Bring your feet in and let's catch your legs. Straight spine. And then let's bring your hands parallel to your lower legs. Very good. You're pooling the energy at the second chakra. And if you want more pooling, bring your legs up. Pooling the energy here, right? And let's make it an offering to our holy teachers who've brought us this far and who will bring us all the way, make us into this very, very powerful light being that can help everyone. Bring your legs down, catch them again, bring them down, and let's stretch out onto our backs. The pooled energy will distribute now by bringing our feet closer to our buttocks, maybe the hands into cactus. And let's distribute this energy into the central channel by going into windshield wiper. So dropping the knees left and right and left and right and left and right. And do that a few more times at your own pace. One more time to the right, one more time to the left, one more time to the right. Bring your knees up and sit up. Okay, second knot opened. Let's do a vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra pose. And downward facing dog. Exhale deeply here. And 1/3 deep exhale here. Look forward between your hands. Pick up your left foot and step it in between your hands and come down to your right knee. We are now at the third chakra, which is opposite the belly button in front of the spine. Another knot, okay? Lift your arm up and let's untie that knot. Bring your hand over your thigh, hands in front of your heart, and let's twist as deeply as we can without slouching down, okay? So let's stay here and look up to the sky. Look up to that guidance of our holy teachers and thank them. Every pose is an offering to them. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last time. Exhale. Inhale. Look up. Bring your hands outside your left foot. Step the right foot next to it. Lift up halfway. And let's come into Uttanasana. And you can bend your knees or you can straighten your knees if you want. You can even reach for your elbows, all just variations, okay? Another variation is to straighten your legs. Not necessary, but obviously we want to achieve a very strong stretch here at the third chakra. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Look halfway up. And now let's step the right knee down. And, oh no, now comes the other side. I'm sorry. So we're stepping the left foot, the left knee down.
Poi adesso mettiamo
And
il ginocchio sinistro
we are going to
verso
lift the
il
left arm
trapezzino
and we're bringing
piegato,
it over
solleviamo
the
il
right
braccio
thigh,
sinistro, poi
looking up here. And
appoggiamo sul ginocchio destro e mettiamo
twisting
nella
to the other side.
torsione.
Somebody please turn off the
Poi
microphone.
facciamo
I can hear your Italian
in
translator.
questa torsione, portiamo l'attenzione sul
Exhale.
Chakra della terza manicura chakra e portiamo l'attenzione in quella zona.
Bring your hands outside of your right foot. Step the left foot there. Inhale, halfway up.
The translator,
Someone
the
close
Italian
the microphone.
translator. We don't hear
Inhale
anything.
up.
Sorry.
And then slide your palms under your soles of your feet. Look halfway up. And then either knees bent or knees straight. Come into Uttanasana, another deep stretch of the third chakra, the Manipura chakra. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale.
Hello, dear friends. It's really disturbing to hear the translator, the Italian translator.
And release the palms from your soles of your feet. And come to sit. Very good. And actually come to lie down. Okay. We are going to pool and gather the energy that we just freed. And we're going to lie on our backs. And we are going to, okay. Can everybody close the microphone? Yeah. Okay. So I want everybody to be able to hear. Okay. So lift your Left leg up, flexed foot, and lower it down. Right flexed up and down, up and down, gathering the energy, okay? That's what we're doing here at the third chakra in the back, at the height of the belly button. Very good. Nice gathering of energy. And then bring both hands face down, palms down under your buttocks. And let's lift both legs up at the same time. Flexed up, lower down. Flexed up, lower down. And maybe you want to hover and not put them down on the floor. A little extra challenge. And down and up. And hover, hover, hover. Don't put them down. Don't put them down. And put them down. Very good. Okay. So come to sit in Sukhasana, your legs in front of one another, in hands in Shin Mudra. We are now going to put the energy into the central channel by using our breath, sharp exhales called Kapalabhati, or also shining skull. So what we're going to do is we're going to push the energy towards our spine with a sharp exhale from the nose. And we're going to do 20. So first we're going to take a deep exhale and then inhale, and let's start. Very good. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Deeply exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And another deep exhale. Sorry. Okay. So open the third chakra. Let's go to the fourth chakra, the heart chakra. Unfortunately, the heart chakra has 3 knots, so it takes extra work. So let's go into our cobra pose here. Downward facing dog. Walk your your feet to your hands. And sit down. Right. Okay. So identify your left foot and put it over your right knee. Bend your right leg. And let's raise our right arm up. Bring our right arm way over our left thigh. And let's sit here with the right hand in the sun. Very good. Let's sit up very straight. And if you can look over your left shoulder. I invite you to close your eyes and find your heart chakra. Look for it at the bottom of in between your shoulder blades, inside the spine. That's where your heart chakra is. Knotted 3 times. And as the whole world is flowing from there, we will obviously want to loosen that knot, that triple knot. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale into a small counter twist. And change your legs around. I'm going to sit like this, so I can show you lifting your left arm up, bring it all the way over your right thigh. And now sit here with your left hand in the sun, looking over your right shoulder. Again, close your eyes and just find your heart chakra with your highest intention to loosen that triple knot. Last exhale here, and on the next inhale, little counter twist. And let's come into a downward facing dog from here. Skipping the vinyasa as a little bonus. Okay, exhaling here. Step your left leg in between your hands. Turn out your back foot 45 degrees. And let's come into a warrior two. And I'm going to turn around again to face you. So let's do it here. A beautiful warrior two, okay? Looking over your left middle finger into the distance. Very nice. This is, showing you what a warrior you are in this, resolution that you took to open all these knots. Feel this pride, but also this soft intention to doing it. It's a strong intention, but it's a soft approach, a subtle approach on the subtle body. Very good. Bring your left foot in, turn the right foot out, and let's come into a warrior two on this side, looking over your right middle finger into above the horizon. Very good. Then step your right foot in and bring your left arm up close to your right ear, to your left ear, excuse me. And then let's come over and really stretch the left side. For those of you who remember, this is where the white Ida is running. And if we have too much energy there, then we have thoughts of, jealousy, grasping for what we want as opposed to giving to get what we want, right? So we are atrophying that channel and therefore those thoughts. So getting rid of jealousy here and ignorant wanting. Coming back up to the other side where the Pingala needs, atrophying because we don't want to be angry, not understanding that we created that irritating situation or person. Very good. And coming up and stepping your feet together or almost together. Okay? Bringing your hands in front of your heart. Interlace your fingers. And let's bring the hands up almost a little bit behind the ears. Okay? And then again, let's lift out of our hips and let's again bend to the right, stretching the left. Lady Niguma always starts with the left, if you noticed, right? So that's an ancient system of Varma Maga, and you will see that that plays a big role on the diamond way. Coming up to the other side. Deep bending, getting rid of anger from the inside out, right? And coming up. Beautiful. Hands down. And then let's put our weight into our left foot. Bring the right foot up into our left thigh. Bring the hands here into tree. Maybe even up. Maybe even into wings. Our true nature. Hands down and foot down. Very good. Other side. All the weight into the right foot, on right leg. Bring your left foot up against the right. Hands in front of your heart. Maybe up. Maybe wings. Falling out is normal. You just come back. Yeah. Okay. And coming down. Wonderful. Okay. So let's come to the floor and let's rest on our heart chakra in a half shoulder stand. So it's not against our neck, but let's push all our weight onto our heart chakra. Find that energy ball at our spine in the back, but just about at the bottom of our shoulder blades. And hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rolling out vertebrae by vertebrae. Very good. Okay. And come into a quick vinyasa. Plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra. And downward facing dog. Exhaling here. Walk your hands forward and lower chaturanga. Come to your belly and let's pillow your right cheek onto your hands, looking to the left. Because now we will loosen the knot at the heart, or the 3 knots at the heart, with a back bend. Bringing your forehead to the floor, hands alongside your body. And let's lift our head, our hands, and our legs. Very good. And smile. Yeah, smile. 4, 3, 2, smile. 2, and 1. Very good. Resting your left cheek on your hands. And feel your heart. Very important to rest here, because that could make your heart very tense. Then we're going to reach for our the ankles of our feet. And we're going to bring up our legs and into a bow, like a bow and an arrow pose. Okay? Very good. Holding here with a big smile. Doesn't matter how high the legs are. You're just holding on and you're smiling. And you're opening the heart knot. And coming down, relax one more time. Deeply exhale. And coming into child's pose. Exhale. Okay. How is everyone doing? Okay. Almost there. Okay. So we are now that we're finished with the heart, we're going into opening the throat chakra. So bring your hands to your back, then set your feet hip width apart, and let's bring your buttocks up. And if you can, gently relax your head down. And if you can here, gently turn your head left and right, just gently. Very good. Lower down again. And let's come into shoulder stand. Okay. So now we are going to apply pressure at the back of our throat. Like we said, it's not at the throat in the front, but all chakras are in the back, in front of the spine. And like always, we're closing our eyes and we're breathing out and in of that chakra. To achieve enlightened speech and coaxing the energy further up. We started at the first chakra, went to the second chakra, then the third chakra, the Manipura, in the area of the belly button in the back, then to the triple knot at the heart, and now we're opening our throat chakra. Slowly bringing your legs overhead. Rest here. And slowly rolling out vertebrae by vertebrae, come into a seated position. We are going to do a retention by pulling in the stomach and up, and then resting our chin on our chest. So let's do that. Inhale, stomach in, up, and bring our chin to chest, hands in chin mudra, hold here, and up. Wonderful. Inhale, exhale, and one more time. Inhale, up, chin to chest, hold, and exhale deeply. Very good. Okay, so we are going to sit here and we are going to distribute, very, very important pose. We are going to distribute the energy along the spine, okay? It's like happy child's play. So let's go. Let's roll backwards, and forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward. And one last time, backwards and forward. Okay, stretch out your legs. And we are almost there. We're just going to put our hands down next to our buttocks. And we're going to go into fish pose. If you can, you bring your head back, either like this, or if you can, even to the floor, opening your throat chakra even more. Coming back up. Coming into downward facing dog from here. And to child's pose. In order to take our last pose, which is headstand. Now, I really want you to not do headstand by yourself if you don't have a secure practice, because you can truly hurt yourself. You could hurt your neck and it takes forever to heal. So if you don't have a practice, what you can do is you can still do the basic foundation, which is like this. Everybody has a tailor-made situation here. Put your elbows to the floor, open your hands into a cup, and then you can put the top of your head on the floor and the back of your head into this cup. So put your feet down and just stretch your legs. That's all. You don't have to come up at all. Just put some pressure against the crown chakra, Sahasrara chakra. Very beneficial pose, even like this. For those who do want to come up into headstand, you can do this just for a few moments. Maybe you want to close your eyes and focus on this 1,000-petaled lotus at the top of your head, at your crown. We cannot put any other movements there, but we can apply pressure to open that beautiful flower even more. Open that knot. Slowly come down from your respective positions. Rest in child's pose for a moment. Head needs to stay down for a few moments. And slowly coming up into our final resting pose. So just really come down, nothing else to do. Let's see how quiet we can get. Even our thoughts, everything will be very quiet and probably full of wisdom and peace and compassion. So deeply relax. Palms are open, facing the sky. Feet are slightly turning out. And just try to melt into the floor. Letting go of all efforts. Relaxing deeply. All through your eyes. Close your eyes. And let your eyes deeply fall into your eye sockets. And slowly deepen your breath. Come back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And slowly roll to your left side. Maybe with your eyes still closed, come to sit in a cross-legged position. Bring your hands to heart center. And deeply thank yourself for these very focused efforts today to open your inner knots and to free the light for the benefit of all living beings. And dedicated to as many people as you can, maybe countless beings on this world and other worlds. May they have the same inner light. May they be healthy, but also very compassionate and full of wisdom for the sake of all. Namaste. Thank you very, very much for practicing today. And I hope you have a wonderful Sunday and a beautiful next week with the Bridge to the Diamond Way. So thank you so much for practicing. Thank you very much. Bye.